said we're lucky to have got this far, and that it's not worth fighting for. The words are written on the wall. Come on and fight back, no starting over again. We'll take it right back from the ones we're again. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. Take a chance now and draw a line in the sand. It's in our hands now, no living with regret. It's time to rise up, even though they left us for dead. This is our last stand. This is our last stand.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a very busy WWE Wrestling Talk Show in October with Reese Rock Jones and
Randy Smith.
we are here today to bring you two things.
One,
Is the loss as we mourn and say goodbye to WWE 2K17, but also to bring you our reactions to WWE Hell in a Cell, which was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view this past Sunday. So let's go straight into the match card, starting with the pre-show match, which was a tag team match featuring Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin taking on the Hype Bros of Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder.
American Alpha 2.0.
Yes, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin turned out victorious. Not that that's going to say anything for later. And the Hype Bros look even more like they're close to breaking up.
Isn't it?
But as we go into the main card, we begin with the first ever Hell in a Cell match for the WWE SmackDown Hot Potato Championships.
We'll explain more because it was the New Day defending their SmackDown Hot Potato Tag Team Championship against the Usos.
This, as I just said, marks the first time that the Tag Team Championship has been defended inside Hell in a Cell. And only the less than a dozen times that the Hell in a Cell has had a tag team match. And representing the New Day in this match were the participants, surprisingly in my opinion, of Big E and Xavier Woods.
And then obviously the Usos from Jimmy and Jay.
Well, that's because there's only 2 of them. There's 3 of a New Day.
Yes. Surprisingly, this first match of the evening was actually very good and predictably brutal.
Why are you surprised that it's good? I mean, these 2 teams have put countless entertaining and good matches. They just decided to do it inside a cage this time. The difficult bit of this came when I believe it was Xavier Woods got handcuffed.
Yes, and he literally got with the single cane.
After withstanding all of that, we had a double splash from the Usos on top of a steel chair that was on Xavier Woods.
1, 2, 3, ouch!
The winners of the match and the new SmackDown Hot Potato Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Yes, all of them.
And in case you're wondering, the reason we call it the Hot Potato Tag Team Championships is because these titles seem to be changing every single time these 2 face off at the minute.
Yes, seems to be going that's for sure.
Next we had a SummerSlam rematch between Rusev Buttia, Rusev Matchka, I haven't done that in a while, against Randy Orton.
Yes, me. Let's just say that my match was as you would expect.
Yes, but the good thing about it was it wasn't quite as quick as SummerSlam.
No, I thought I'd give Bruce a bit more time this week.
The ending sequence was actually very entertaining because it was Rusev going full in accolades. Randy Orton was able to get out of it and counter into the RKO out of nowhere and pick up the 1, 2, 3. Hopefully these 2 are done with each other at the minute.
I hope so too, because I think I deserve more time rather than
Next we move on to the United States Championship match, which was originally advertised as AJ Styles defending against Baron Corbin.
What?
After Ty Dillinger defeated Baron Corbin on the SmackDown before Hell in a Cell, on the pre-show he approached general manager Daniel Bryan and stated that he deserved to be inserted into the match, which he was, but ultimately, with, as is tradition in this kind of match, the 3rd man being added cost the champion.
It did. Because the winner of the match and new United States champion, Baron Corbin.
Yes, because after AJ Styles performed a phenomenal forearm onto Dillinger, Corbin threw Styles out of the ring and pinned Dillinger to win the championship. AJ Styles had his rematch this past Tuesday and lost.
So, is WWE finally going to make up Corbin's misplaced passion? During the match, by the way, the crowd were chanting.
Yes, well, I think what WWE are trying to do and are hoping to do is with the whole Money in the Bank thing, I think either they weren't happy with him backstage, which is some of the rumours, or they realised that he wasn't quite ready for the WWE Championship picture, so they're going to use his United States Championship run to hopefully build towards that.
Anyway, moving on.
Next we have a women's championship match, which ignites an old family feud between the Hart family and the Flair family, as Natalya defended against Charlotte Flair.
SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
And I will admit, this result kind of surprised me.
Yes, me too.
Because after a very good match, Natalya decided she wanted no part of it, attacked Charlotte's knee with a chair to get herself disqualified. So the winner of the match is Charlotte Flair, but still SmackDown Women's Champion, at least for now, is Natalya. And I think it's safe to say that these two are not done with each other just yet.
No, even build on to SmackDown as well. Again, backstage.
Yes. Whilst the feud may be put on hold as we build towards the November pay-per-view of Survivor Series, I would think that they would put this feud back on soon, and Charlotte will emerge as women's champion. And in a way, I am kind of glad that Natalya isn't just being used as a transition champion, so to speak, but they're actually giving her a half decent run.
This time round.
Speaking of runs, this is a run that we want to come to an end.
Very much so.
Because in the next match, Shinsuke Nakamura took on Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship.
Jinder Mahal's Singh brothers.
This match was pretty much the same as SummerSlam, the Singh brothers getting involved left, right and centre.
Well, until near the match when they were mentioned.
Towards the end of the match, the referee, which I believe was Charles Robinson, ejected the Singh brothers from the inside. We thought Nakamura might have had it won with a Kinshasa, which he never was able to hit at SummerSlam, except Jinder's was too close to the ropes. But unfortunately, Jinder was able to escape. Mahal was able to escape with the WWE Championship.
And now, anyway.
Which means that we still have to put up with this unbelievable man as WWE Champion. Which will hopefully end as soon as WWE gets back from its tour of India.
And Europe.
Next, we had a match between the crazy Dolph Ziggler
He can't make his mind up every single week.
and the glorious Bobby Roode, who was looking to be victorious in his first SmackDown pay-per-view.
And this match with Bobby Roode had a sort of weird ending that we've come across quite a few times.
Yes. But the starting point was when Dolph Ziggler promised a great entrance. Instead, what we got was his music playing, then cut out, lights went out, and he walked out to no music.
great entrance when you asked your release.
But the match ended. I seem to remember Dolph Ziggler going for Sweet Chin Music.
Yes, changed.
And then the match going in a series of roll-ups, counted into another roll-up, into another roll-up, each with hands on tights, but Bobby Roode was able to get the roll-up which scored the 1, 2, 3, only to be hit with a zigzag for his troubles.
Yes, Ziggler being a sore loser. Was that the case?
So, whilst Bobby Roode was able to be victorious, I think it was far from glorious.
Most certainly so.
Next, and finally for the main event of the evening, we had the personal match between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens in a, weirdly enough, Falls Count Anywhere Hell in a Cell.
Now, this match, when Kevin Owens made his entrance, Shane McMahon thought, nope, I'm not waiting in the cell, I'm going to take the fight straight to Kevin Owens.
Well, this was basically a circus. Not quite as brutal as the tag team Hell in a Cell match.
No, it was close.
It was all over the place. Shane McMahon was being punished in front of his children who were there.
Yes, his face being grinded across the cell by Kevin Owens.
We even had a classic Shane McMahon moment of garbage can in the corner, coast to coast.
Into Kevin Owens' face. Ouch.
The tough and almost cringing part of it took place when they got outside of the cage.
And started climbing up Hell in a Cell itself.
Well, first of all, we had Shane McMahon on the announce table with Kevin Owens about to do a frog splash, I think it was. Then he decided to do it on top of a cell. When he got up to the top of the cell, he seemed to think better of it. And as he got back to the corner, we had Shane McMahon climbing up.
They started crawling on top of the cell.
Yes, and it was cringing because I was watching it thinking, I hope the cell doesn't give way, I hope the roof doesn't give way.
Same, I think it's the same.
But after a few minutes of that, they started to climb back down.
Much to the crowd's dismay.
They were about halfway down when Shane McMahon sent Kevin Owens through one of the announce tables. He could have pinned him right there and then, except he decided to put Kevin Owens on another announce table, and in a deja vu moment from WrestleMania 52 with his Hell in a Cell match against The Undertaker, he climbed to the top of the cell, went for his classic leap of faith elbow, only for Kevin Owens not to move, but to be pulled out of the way by someone.
And that person was an unlikely ally.
Yes, this is something I don't think anyone saw coming, because he was pulled away by his former friend, enemy, otherwise known as Sami Zayn.
Yes, you heard us correctly. Sami Zayn was the one who saved Kevin Owens at Hell in a Cell.
And has now turned heel, because then he put Owens on top of Shane McMahon to get the 3 count.
Thus, here is your winner and survivor of this Hell in a Cell match in Kevin Owens.
Why Zayn has done this, we have no idea. I am not 100% sure if I can get on board with it and whether I think it's going to work yet.
At the moment, it's not selling it well so far.
The plus side is that they are friends backstage in real life, so I can see how that would help it build.
Because that would help it.
But I do want to ask, did Sami Zayn see what happened between Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho?
The answer is so far, I don't think he has.
Plus what happened to him last time.
Yes. I think it may end exactly the same way.
You never know. Or we could end with a surprising Kevin Owens face turn.
Yes, that would be a surprise.
But in any event, that brings us to the end of SmackDown's exclusive pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. Join us next week when we will bring to you Raw's next exclusive pay-per-view and the final pay-per-view of October. Tables, Ladders and Chairs, otherwise known as TLC, in which we shall see the debut of Asuka,
Yes.
along with a 3-on-4 TLC match featuring The Shield.
Yes. The return of the show where TLC should be called Tables, Ladders, Chairs, Shield, Destruction.
But we will get into that a lot more next week.
Till then, he's been
Mr. Rock Jones, and he's been
Smith. And also join us next week for the review of 2K.
Until then, bye.